The directions for number 5 say find each product. Find each product. And I picked number 5 because number 5 is exactly what you did last night. Okay, so I want to show you the difference between what you did last night and what you're going to do tonight for homework. Okay, so number 5 is a binomial times a binomial. So we just finished going over homework. You ought to know how to do this. 8h minus 1 times 2h minus 3. Somebody just tell me what to write down.
8 times 2 is 16h squared.
Awesome. 16h squared. Minus 24h.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody.
And then a negative 1 times positive 2.
Which is
Negative
2h. And then finally,
negative 1 times negative 3.
which is
Positive 3.
positive 3. Okay, so this is a review. This is something that we just covered. Do you have any like terms?
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Those are those two terms in the middle. So your final answer is going to be 16h squared. The second term is going to be,
Positive 22h.
is it going to be positive? If you're combining two terms that are negative, you're going to add them and keep the sign. So that's going to give us a negative 26. Okay, and then you're going to bring down the plus 3. Okay, so binomial times binomial. 8h times 2h, 8h times negative 3. Then negative 1 times 2h, negative 1 times negative 3, combine like terms. Everybody good on a binomial times a binomial? Okay. How can this get any different? Well, you might have something that's not a binomial times a binomial. So in number 8, you actually have a binomial times a trinomial. So it's just going to make the problem longer. Still work the same way. But we need to make sure that you can multiply a binomial times a trinomial. Anybody still copying number 5? All right, let's look at number 8 together. So we have 2a minus 9, which is a binomial, times 3a squared plus 4a minus 4, which is a trinomial. Still going to work it the same way. We still have to distribute, but we just have more distributing to do. Okay? It's just like I have more people to give candy to, because that second parentheses has got 3 terms in it. So you're just going to take your time. You're going to start with what term? 2a. Okay? 2a times 3a is 6a to the third. Then you're going to do 2a times 4a is positive 8a squared. Then you're not finished. You got to keep distributing. 2a times negative 4 is negative 8a. So when you get minus 8a, and y'all try number 9 on your own. You're going to work it just like number 8. Try number 9 on your own. Number 9, check it. See if I made a mistake. I did mine really, 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 really fast. If you find a mistake, let me know. I don't know. I did it really fast. I could have made a mistake. That's what I'm saying. If you agree with me, it's probably right.
Yeah, I got minus 4y squared.
You got minus 4y squared? Minus 4y squared. Where?
Where you have plus 2y squared.
What is this?
Well, there's something wrong before then. 16y to the 4th. 28y cubed. Oh, 8y squared. This is an 8 right here? Alright, got it fixed now. So did y'all get negative 4y squared?
Yeah.
Okay. So now am I right? Okay. So that is a really good example that you don't want to work these really, really fast because I made a mistake. As old as I am and as many problems as I worked, I made a mistake because I did that one really fast. See anything else that is wrong?
What happened to your negative 12y?
What happened to my negative 12y squared? Can anybody explain that? 8y squared and negative 12y squared are like terms, so a positive 8 and a negative 12 combine to be a negative 4. All right, anybody else have a question about number 9? All right, moving on to number 10. Anybody still correcting number 9? All right, I'm moving on. All right, number 10. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, now they're asking you to multiply a trinomial times another trinomial. Just more terms to multiply. Oh my gosh, a trinomial times a trinomial. A trinomial times a trinomial. We'll still do it the same way. We just have more terms to distribute. Okay? So start with your x squared. Let's just be really patient and let's multiply our x squared. X squared times 5x squared is 5x to the 4th. X squared times positive 3x is positive 3x to the 3rd. X squared times negative 4 is just negative 4x squared. Now I'm going to change colors here so y'all can kind of see. We're going to get 3 terms when we multiply x squared, 3 more terms when we multiply negative 4x, and 3 more terms when we multiply the positive 5. So I'm going to change colors here just to give you a visual. Negative 4x times 5x squared is negative what?
$20x
To the third. Good. Logan's with me. Negative 4x times positive 3x is negative 12x to the second. And negative 4x times negative 4 is positive 16x. Alright. Now finally you get to distribute the positive 5. I'll change to green for that. So positive 5 times 5x squared is positive 25x squared. Positive 5 times positive 3x is positive 15x. And positive 5 times negative 4 finally is negative 20. Okay, you just got a whole lot more to multiply, and then you got to go back and find like terms. And what I do is I go from the highest exponent to the lowest. So the highest is the 4th. Have any more terms that have 5x to the 4th? No. So bring it down. Okay? You need to have a system of the way that you do this or it's going to get really confusing. Alright, x cubes. If I multiplied correctly, I have 2 terms that have x cubes, and they're going to combine to be negative 17x cubed. Logan's on fire. You just take that to the wrestling mat. We'll be all good. You make weight first. You're going to make weight. I believe in you. I have faith in you. I want to watch you wrestle. This will be the last year. I'll come back and watch you. Okay, x squareds. Do I have all the x squareds underlined? I have a negative 4x squared. I have a negative 12x squared. And I have a positive 25. So I do 2 at a time. Negative 4 and negative 12 is negative 16. And negative 16 and positive 25 is a positive 9. And then I have 2 terms that just have x's. A positive 16x and a positive 15x is a positive 31x. And then finally that little minus 20, it stands all alone. So I just bring it down, minus 20. Oh, that was awful, wasn't it? Okay. You have arrived at high school. you just take everything and you distribute it. Everything's about distributing, and then you just combine like terms from there. Okay. All right. Taking a look at the clock. Let's see what else I had planned. I had planned 8, 9, 10, and 11. We got just enough time to slide number 11 in there, and that'll be our last one. Okay. Number 11. Anybody still copying 10? All right. Number 11. It's also a trinomial times a trinomial. Y'all want to do this one together, or do you want to do it on your own? And me do? Okay. All right. Y'all do this one on your own while I work it out, and let's see if we can get the same answer. These are really easy to get lost on. That's what my little brain's thinking right now. This one's pretty bad. Everything kind of starts running together, so that's why you got to try to organize it some way, whatever works for you. Think you got it? Get it? If you can do something like 11, you can do binomials times binomials all day long. All right. 10 into the fourth plus 11 into the third minus 52n squared minus 12n plus 48. All right. Any questions about what you're doing tonight for homework? Please keep up with your homework. Even though I'm not going to be here tomorrow, you're going to have a way to correct your homework. Make sure that it's correct. Do your classwork, okay? If you have a video to watch in class, watch the video, take the notes, everything will be written on the board for you. It'll be very, very clear. Any questions? All right.